I don't want to go viral. See, going viral is cute till it ain't cute no more. Having 5 million people look at this one 20-second clip of me doing something embarrassing or making a joke or doing something empowering, it's cool. But for the moment, and that's the thing, that's all it really is just a moment. Because when we scrolling through social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it, I got it. If I ain't got it, I go get it. I'm scrolling. I come across something that's cool, dope, double tap, hit the little heart button, like it, and I just keep pushing and go to the next thing. Now granted, 5 million people do that to one particular post. Ooh, that's a lot. But now we've reached a point where social media is so hectic. So now it's a little bit easier for people to go viral because there's more people that's watching content and just liking and sharing and flipping and dipping, and just, it's crazy how much there is to like and subscribe to and repost and share on the internet. It's overwhelming. Now, I don't want to go viral, yet I'm creating what I want to create because I want to be visible. I want what I have to offer to be visible to others who may bang with it. And even to those who may not. I still want to be visible. Let me be clear. Me being on social media is not a form of me searching for validation from others. Don't need it. That's what the Lord's for. When I consider my ideas, my lived experiences, the wisdom, the advice that I've gathered from other people, from other people pointing to me, I want to be visible through social media and through real life and pour into others. Now the thing is, with the internet, whatever you post on there, it ain't going nowhere. Even if you try to delete it, it's still in the internet. It's in the cloud. It's in the ether, right? Whatever I post, whatever I create, whatever I share, I want it to be something that pours into somebody else. At the end all be all, everything I'm talking about through my content, I want that to be here for my kids and my grandkids. Because when they say, hey yo, granddad, what was you doing when you was 20? What was you doing when you was 25? You know, what was you doing? What was you like when you was younger? But see, you know, I don't know nothing about that now. You got that TikTok, got that Facebook. We had see, I don't even like TikTok like that. Rest in peace, Vine. Actually, let's go on the story, right? I actually do remember a time when I wanted to go viral desperately. 2013 through about 2016. Yeah, I was heavy into Vine. So heavy. It was at one point, I had over 10,000 followers on Vine. And I was like, I felt like Key and Peele. That's how I felt with Vine. Like I would have so many ideas. I still have a whole note section in my phone. I motioned to my phone like you can see it. When I was on Vine, my imagination ran so wild, and I actually still have remnants of it on Instagram. If you're really interested, I can show you what the account is, and then you can take a trip down memory lane with me, because a lot of the Vines that I had on my Vine account, I managed to get a fair amount of them onto Instagram. But there's so many ideas that still have not come to fruition. Like, they're still sitting in my notes section on my phone. But I say all that to say, I remember chasing revines. I remember chasing likes. I remember chasing attention from people that I didn't know. And it wasn't a bad thing. Like, I wasn't obsessed with the attention. I was more obsessed with like coming up with these really comedic ideas and these funny skits. And it only takes 6 seconds, so it's not like I had to produce a whole bunch of, action-packed, thrilling scripts and making sure the characters and the plot made sense in just 6 seconds. So I could make a whole bunch of them. It was nothing for me to make, 8 vines in like a 2-hour span. I'm sitting in my college dorm room, the room to myself, my roommates are gone, and I'm just making vines, just having a good old time by myself, by my lonesome. It's funny how that creative energy from when I was on Vine, it never went anywhere. I just kind of shifted it around. That's the thing with energy. You can't necessarily create or destroy it. It's just transferred, right? So I just transferred into different outlets, but that Vine energy never went away. And I have the capacity to make vines and upload them to my Instagram. There's a specific account for it. But it's it doesn't take up all of my time like it used to. Man, I would miss homework assignments because I wanted to post vines. Wow. I was definitely addicted to Vine. But it's okay. But in that vein of chasing virality, chasing likes, chasing revines, it's what was it all for? Looking back, thankfully it was all for just a creative outlet, just to get my ideas on a platform. Now, thankfully, all of my self-worth and value did not come from the likes. Because if they did, I would be down bad in a different place. I wish that on nobody. But unfortunately, there's so many people who are struggling with that. Just social media induced depression and anxiety when it comes to, I wonder, they're gonna like this post? Wait, why did only 100 people like it in the first hour that I posted it? Maybe I should delete it. Not enough people. No. So I'm making that clear distinction between going viral and being visible. Two very different things. And going viral, we have an inflated sense of what it means to go viral, being an inflated sense of numbers of people. 5 million views on a given video. Do you know how many people? 5 million? And that's on the low end of a viral video. There are videos with hundreds of millions of views. Hundreds of millions of people have seen the same video. That's mind-boggling. Yet we take it for granted now because it seems so normalized. When something is popular or it's trending, it's okay, we'll just like it up, share it up, and then it'll skyrocket, and then give it 3 months, and then something else will be trending. Give it 2 weeks, something else will be trending. Give it 1 day, and that thing that was trending the day before is yesterday's news. Now that's the piece of going viral with that. It's a wave. But what do all waves do? They crash. With the way I'm setting up my content, I want it to be classic. I want to talk about real life things. I want to address taboo topics. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm creating it, so I can create it the way I want it. And that's the beauty of being the creator and being the producer and being the director of my own stuff. Being visible and doing that could serve as inspiration for somebody else who wants to do the same thing. who wants to see somebody like them doing the same thing, who wants to hear somebody talking like them with their same accent doing the same thing. Key points. Strive to be visible for something timeless versus prioritizing going viral for something easily forgettable. I don't want your attention, because in this microwavable society that we live in now, everything is instant, convenient, and everything is just at the drop of a hat, at the tap of a screen, ready to go. I don't want that. I don't want the microwave. I want the oven. I'm looking for the classic concepts. I'm looking for the timeless ideas. That's what we're going for here. I want people to look at whatever I'm posting and sharing. They be like, this guy gets it. I bangs with him. I don't want your attention though. I don't need that, because your attention span is probably pretty short. I'd much rather prefer your engagement. I'd much rather prefer you just learn something new. I'd much rather prefer just a paradigm shift. Even if you're the only person that thinks about what you just watched, even if you don't share it, even if you don't like it, what matters more is just that whatever I had to say made you think. That's it. That's what I want. I just want whatever I'm doing to make people think. Just think a little bit harder about their day. Think a little bit harder about the social world that they be living in. Think a little bit hard about some of the things that may take for granted. You know, we take a lot for granted, and I just as a visible, multi-dimensional being, I want other people to realize that they are also multi-dimensional beings. I don't need just one of your dimensions going viral. I much rather prefer many of your dimensions being visible in the way that you want them to be. Not in the way that Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok tell you to be. In the way that you want them to be. In the way that you prefer. If you only want one of your dimensions visible, then have at it. That is your decision. I am not here to tell you what to do or tell you what to think. I am here just to offer some suggestions. You know, I am here to share my dimensions and just add something to the table. You can take it or leave it, but at least you saw it.